which are the topics important for the geography for prelims 2023. Actually, I have already shared this PDF of 73 pages, and we will see what is covered in this PDF and what points can be asked in the UPSC prelims. So this PDF contains the NCERTs also and other sources also. Everything related to the geography is there, and important thing is only the things which can be asked are included in this PDF. Therefore this PDF become 73 page. Actually, it is not very big PDF, but you can see the typing is compact, and no space is wasted, because I don't want to make the very long PDF. So in the shortest possible place, I have impacted all the notes, all the important facts, and shared with you guys. So we will see in this lecture which are the points, total points covered in this geography PDF. Okay, so first, structure of the atmosphere. What is the structure of the atmosphere? Weather and climate. How is the weather and climate? One entire chapter of the NCERT is covered in this one paragraph only. Like air is one chapter, so it is covered in this structure of the atmosphere. Atmosphere is one chapter in one NCERT. So within one paragraph, that important chapter is covered, and everything which can be asked in the exam is covered in that paragraph itself. Okay, like that. Now biosphere reserves in India actually is not in the NCERT, right? It is actually related to the environment topic, but it can become in the geography portion also. So therefore biosphere reserves in India I have covered. Then functions of biosphere reserves. What are the functions? Conservation functions, development functions, logistic support functions. These functions come in the UPSC prelims. UPSC directly asks which is the logistic function, which is the conservation function, which is development function, which is supporting function, like that. 3 zones of biosphere reserves. So biosphere reserve के 3 zones जैसे core area, buffer zone and transition area. Recently only in our state public service commission question was asked about this zoning of the reserves. Now list of the biosphere reserves in India. Okay, this is a list of the biosphere reserves, names, year, and in which state they are located. So in this one paragraph only, all the biosphere reserves, almost every biosphere reserve is covered. Anything asked in the UPSC prelim, you can definitely eliminate the option or write the answer, match the pairs, and everything can be covered in this PDF, in this paragraph itself related to biosphere reserve, right? And then what are the UNESCO protected biosphere reserves, international status, right? This is also important. Now biosphere reserve conservation. Now after that, classification of soil in India. So Indian soil, how the Indian soil is classified. Questions related to soil also are coming in the prelims. Okay, so you must consider this PDF as a bible for the geography syllabus. Means as per my knowledge, everything whatever in the geography syllabus, 10-15 questions will come, that all the static questions will be covered from this geography PDF. So read this PDF carefully. Anyway, I will cover in the lectures also all the points, but still you have to reread. Whoever has got this PDF, you have to read and reread this PDF very well. Okay, now what is the soil profile? How is the soil profile? What are the types of soil? So alluvial soil, red and yellow soil, black or regular soil, desert soil, laterite soil, mountain soil, peaty and massy soil, saline and alkaline soil, red and black soil, like that. So soil type, which are the ingredients of that soil, which crops will be grown in that soil, in which areas these soils are found, everything is covered in these soils. Now soil erosion and soil conservation is also one important topic. So how are the types of the soil erosion, how soil erosion take place, how we can conserve the soil, like that things are covered in this topic. Soil is also very important topic, remember. Now black soil is also covered in detail. Now drawbacks of the black soil. Highest peaks in the states of India. Highest peaks means जैसे mountain होते हैं, वैसे state wise there are different peaks, different mountains state wise. So this also can be asked for the pair, match the pair or something, like in which peak is in which state, like that. So everything, all the peaks are covered. Now list of mountains in India with states. Now these were the peaks. Now the mountain ranges, in which state particular mountain range is there, like that. Which mountain is located in 2, 3, 4 states, like that everything is covered. Okay, now plants in India, hydroelectric power plants in India. Okay, means which are the hydroelectric power plants in India, state wise, capacity and everything. Similarly, important lakes in India, these are also coming in the UPSC prelims, right? So important lakes also important. List of important lakes, right? Important facts about the lakes, everything is there. Now passes in the India, means list of important mountain passes in India are also covered, list of important passes. So all the passes in which state, they are going from where to where, which states or which places they are connecting, like that everything, length and everything, all the passes are covered. Okay, then climate, vegetation and wildlife of India, like seasons in India. Then tropical rainforest, tropical disease, this we have already covered, but I have included these things in this PDF also, because it should be in one PDF. So tropical rainforest, you can see which plants, in which places they are found, everything, tropical deciduous forest. Now the wildlife in India also covered. Now inside our these things I have already covered in the other PDFs, but I have compiled those PDF in this PDF, so that you can take the printouts, and this is a crispy and only the keyword PDF, therefore this become okay, compact. Now inside our rocks and minerals, now IUCN red list जो होते critical endangered like that. So what are the critically endangered animals, IUCN red list users, and everything related to, like endangered mammals, critically endangered birds, critically endangered reptiles, all the critically endangered animals are covered. Now latitudes and longitudes, this I have already covered in the lectures, but still in this PDF it is there, latitudes and longitudes. This heat zones, like temperate zone, frigid zone, and longitude and time, like prime meridian, and all these things are covered, how much degrees 1 hour, everything is there. Now list of national parks in India and year of establishment, and states, list of national parks. So national parks are also covered in this PDF very well, all the national parks are there within one page. Okay, major local winds around the globe, major local winds, which are the local winds, places, and like that. Okay, name and nature of the wind, it is hot wind or cold wind, place and everything. Now the longitudinal division of Himalayas, how the Himalayas are divided in Punjab Himalaya, Jammu Kashmir Himalaya, Sikkim Himalaya, Himachal Pradesh Himalaya. So Himalayas division is also there, like Kumaun Himalayas, Nepal Himalayas, Assam Himalayas, like that. Okay, so up to this. Now major crops in India are also important, which are the Rabi crops, which are the Zaid crops, which are Kharif crops, what is the important soil type required for particular crop, how much amount of rain is required, how much temperature is required, everything is there in this major crops and soil types. Okay, now major domains of the earth. So major domains means atmosphere, hydrosphere, biosphere, lithosphere, like that. This we have already covered, but I have included in this PDF. Okay, so I will directly go to now, right? So major continents, which are the continents, which are the oceans, important oceans, their shapes and their size, everything is there. So oceans are also covered. Then there are classification of major landforms of India, like what are the major landforms of India, erosion, deposition, mountain, how the erosional depositional landforms are taking place, natural means like because of glacier, mountains and block mountains, volcanic mountains, everything related to mountain, volcanoes, everything there is, everything is covered. Plateaus, right? Plateau, plain, everything. Now major ports in India, which are the major ports in India, this is also covered, because important ports and major ports are important in economy also. You can use their names in the mains answers also, but prelims also they can be asked. Okay, now list of major Indian river systems. Indian river systems, very important, every year 2-3 questions will come from the river system, don't ignore this. So every river in detail is covered in this 2-3 pages. like Indian river system, Indus river system, Brahmaputra river system, their tributaries, their everything, like Ganga river, Vishnu Prayags, different Prayags, Narmada river, Yamuna river, Tapi river, and Godavari river, Krishna river, Tungabhadra, Kaveri, Mahanadi, every important rivers are covered, and their this thing tributaries also covered in detail. Okay, so you should do the river system by heart, because every year 2-3 questions directly come from the river system. So you get every river system and everything in one compact PDF. Okay, now the marine protected areas in India. Marine protected areas, which are the marine protected areas, like which are the list of marine protected areas, so like that, right? Iceland's and name of marine protected areas. Marine protected areas nothing but the areas which are protected, like biosphere reserve and national parks, like that only. So which are they? Motions of the earth, like latitude and longitudinal rotation, revolution, why the seasons are happening, like that. Okay, nature of equinox, winter solstice, summer solstice, everything we have covered in one lecture. I have explained with diagrams even. So everything is there in this PDF also. Nature of vegetation and types of vegetation in India, like tropical evergreen forest, deciduous monsoon forest, dry deciduous forest, mountain forest, tidal and mangrove forest, semi-desert forest, tundra forest, like that. Now the weathering and soil erosion, weathering processes. Which are the major weathering processes? Atmospheric pressure, pressure gradient, pressure belt, like that. Okay, now what is biodiversity? So biodiversity related one entire chapter is there. So biodiversity and everything. So loss of biodiversity, how it happens, conservation of biodiversity. Now the biogeochemical cycles, types of biogeochemical cycles are like nitrogen cycle, carbon cycle, and everything. So biological weathering, agents of biological weathering. Which are biological weathering? Like here, carbon cycle, then causes of biodiversity losses, habitat loss and fragmentation, overexploitation. What are the reasons of biodiversity loss? Everything is there. Chemical weathering, like chemical weathering, how hydration, oxidation, reduction are responsible for the chemical weathering. Now atmosphere composition and structure, like what are the important facts about the atmosphere? Important facts are there. Now which are the components of the atmosphere? Ozone gas, water vapor, dust, nitrogen, oxygen, argon, carbon dioxide, and other. Now the structure of the atmosphere, in that troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, exosphere, how much percentage of air is in particular layer, how much kilometer it is, how much temperature, how much pressure, everything in detail is given in this PDF. Okay, now the endogenic processes. Which are the endogenic process, which are the exogenic processes, like that, everything is covered. Now cyclones, temperate cyclones, what are the major differences between temperate cyclone and tropical cyclone? This is also asked in the UPSC directly. Difference temperate cyclone में और tropical cyclone में क्या difference होता है? What is the difference? Now factors controlling the temperature distribution. Why the temperature is different at different places? Latitude, altitude, distance from the sea, air pressure, air mass, ocean currents, everything is responsible for the temperature of the particular place. Now the forces affecting the velocity and direction of the wind, similar like pressure gradient, Coriolis force, frictional force. Which are the what is the frictional force, what is the Coriolis force? Everything is there. If you read this PDF carefully, you will get to know that nothing is needed to do apart from this PDF for geography. Okay, so general circulation, I have taken many efforts to make this PDF, so at least paid members, please do this PDF by heart. It will be very helpful to you guys, because I am investing my much hard work. I am researching from many websites, and only the important things I am including. Okay, so factors, general circulation of the atmosphere. Factors for general circulation, how general circulation of the atmosphere, like how the Ferrel cell, polar cell, tropical cell, Hadley cell, what is their definition, intertropical convergence zone, what is that? I will explain in detail on the whiteboard also this PDF, but I am just giving you idea what are the points covered in this PDF and how it is very important, very helpful for the geography syllabus. Okay, General atmospheric circulation and its effects on ocean. So what is that? Now causes of climate change, how the climate change is happening, evidences of climate change, causes of climate change, then volcanism, greenhouse gases, greenhouse effects, even environment topics also related to geography. Environment topics also covered, like global warming, how it is happening, and all this. Types of clouds, only within one page, types of clouds, every cloud is covered, like which clouds are mid level, high level, which are rainfall, snowfall किस cloud से होता है, everything is there, you can get it. Then continental drift theory, evidence supporting the continental drift theory. What is the continental drift theory and what are the evidences for this continental drift theory? Like that, every evidence, like all the evidences I have numbered like that. Now the types of rocks, similar like types of soils, types of rocks also important. So we have already covered igneous rock, sedimentary rock, and metamorphic rock. So ocean floor, now ocean floor is also covered in this. Like what is the ocean floor? Continental shelf is there, continental slope is there, deep sea plains are there, oceanic deeps and trenches are there. Now earth and solar system is in detail covered, like what are the inner planets, what are the outer planets, how is the sun, its what are the gases in the sun, how much is its temperature, everything. Like asteroids, meteoroids, causes and types of earthquakes, why earthquake happen, body waves, like that. Types of earthquakes, tectonic earthquakes, collapse earthquakes, explosion earthquake, every type of earthquakes. Then body waves, which are the body waves, what are the shadow zone, what are the effects of earthquakes, measurement, magnitude, in everything related to earthquake facts are covered. Natural environment, lithosphere, hydrosphere. Now erosional landforms are covered, like erosional, what are the erosional landform, like valley, pothole, plunge pools, meanders, river terrace, everything. Now evaporation and condensation, what is the concept about evaporation and condensation, that is also covered in this PDF. Now what are the glacial depositional landforms, like eskers, outwash plains, drumlins, moraines, everything. Now glacial erosional landforms, what are the glacial erosional landforms, like Sarki, Horn and Sireti ridges, glacial. These all things are from NCERT itself, but I have made them very compact so that you will not get bored and you can do the multiple revisions. Actually within this 70 PDF there is so much content is there, you cannot imagine. It is very impact, it is very concentrated PDF. Okay, so this is only I am giving my time only to save you guys time. Within the 70 pages, you don't open even any NCERT, don't open any source for geography. And like this only, all the subjects I will give you the PDFs, all the subjects, not only geography, other subjects also I will give you the PDFs one by one. Okay, now in this PDF, hydrological cycle is also covered, water cycle, and how the transpiration, evaporation, sublimation, condensation, precipitation, snowfall, everything is there. Now list of climatic groups and their characteristics according to Köppen group characteristic. Köppen group characteristic क्या है, तो उसकी characteristic दिए हुए हैं. Then some major minerals and their characteristic minerals. Okay, major minerals and their characteristics. So feldspar, quartz, pyroxene, amphibole, everything is covered. So this can be asked. Now minor relief of the ocean floor, minor relief कैसे? Okay, what are the landforms in the ocean? Now structure of the earth is also covered, the crust, mantle, core. I have already covered this, but included in this PDF. Okay, now the types of rainfall, what are the types? Convectional rainfall, orographic rainfall, their definition, their reasons, characteristics, everything is covered. Like cyclonic rainfall, then types of rainfall according to the intensity, like volcanic. Now the landforms, volcanic landforms, intrusive form, batholiths, laccoliths, lopoliths, phaccoliths, silts and dikes. So what are the volcanic landforms? Like volcanoes. Now names of the volcanoes, types of the volcanoes, like silt volcano, composite volcano, caldera, flood basalt provinces, mid-ocean ridge volcanoes. Now the ocean waves are also covered. What are the characteristics of waves? Then geomorphic agents, which are the geomorph. So I want to just finish fast, therefore I am taking only the points, but I will explain in detail this PDF. Okay. Then which process is the internal geomorphic process? What is the geomorphic agent? Exogenic processes कौन से है? Endogenic processes कौन से है? Like that, weathering, erosion and everything. Again biological weathering. This point become repeat, but some additional points were there, therefore I have added. So weathering is there. Okay, erosional and depositional. Then soil formation, how soil formation takes place, how soil formation are the factors, what are the factors of that, like heating and cooling of atmosphere, how the heating and cooling, conduction क्या है, convection क्या है, advection क्या है, very important concepts are there, and based on this concept UPSC directly asks how the temperature from down to up is becoming cold, what is the region, like that. Horizontal and vertical distribution of salinity in the sea water, like vertical distribution, horizontal distribution, like importance of biodiversity, what is the biodiversity and what is its importance. Ecological role, economic role क्या है biodiversity का. Scientific role, then mass movements, what are the mass movements, causes of mass movements. Okay, then nitrogen cycle is covered in detail. Nitrogen cycle is very important, nitrogen fixation bacteria, everything is given in this nitrogen cycle. Then origin and evolution of earth, origin and evolution कैसे हुआ अर्थ का. So UPSC directly ask points की this were the gases present at the beginning, this were the gases present, these were the animals present, how much percentage was the oxygen, how much percentage was the carbon at the beginning, now later, like that. Okay, so this also becomes very important. So I have made the PDF not only from the books or this thing, but I have taken the help of question papers also, that what is important for UPSC, what UPSC is focusing, how UPSC is asking the questions, like that. Similarly oxygen cycle, then physical characteristics of minerals, external crystal forms like cleavage, fracture, color, luster, streak and everything. Now the physical weathering, unloading and expansion, why the weathering take place, what are the reasons, salt weathering is also important. Now rock cycle is covered, salinity of ocean water is again covered in detail, significance of weathering, right. Structure of atmosphere, again it is repeated, but it was in advanced standards, therefore I have included, means in up to 10th standard also, and 11th 12th also is there, therefore 11th 12th standard NCERTs have in detail something, therefore some points are repeated. Okay, now earth origin and evolution, what are the hypotheses, nebular hypothesis, big bang theory is there. Okay, then stages of formation of stars, how the stars were formed, how the continents were formed, like that. Lithosphere, atmosphere, hydrosphere, right. Now again the tropical cyclones are again covered, endogenic forces, exogenic forces, everything is repeat. Below 10th standard is little bit basic, but 11th and 12th standard syllabus is more advanced, therefore every point is repeat, but point will be different and in detail. Okay, now what are the Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, what are the latitudes, longitudes, again covered. Okay, our country India, that is physical features and physical divisions, I have already covered this point. What are the types of physiographic divisions, like Bhabar, Tarai, Bhangar, Khadar, everything is there, plains, plateau, right. Now rainfall in India, rainfall distribution, how rainfall is, where it is 400 centimeter, where 200, where 50 centimeter, where 100 centimeter, and accordingly the forest type of that place will be different, name will be different, everything is covered. Similarly thermal power plants also covered, types of thermal power plants, list of thermal power plants, UPSC directly asks. Now the major straits of the world, what are the major straits, these are also this can become, this is map based question, so major straits also can be asked in the exam. Now the national waterways of India, national waterways, very important point, national waterways, which waterway from where to where, its length, its number, in which river it is, like that. Okay, now locations and rivers. Now west flowing rivers of peninsular India, what are the west flowing rivers, what are east flowing rivers, small rivers also covered, very important, but small rivers also covered. Now the types of winds, What are the trade winds? Easterly winds, westerly winds, local winds like land breeze, sea breeze, anabatic wind, katabatic wind, everything is covered guys. Okay, names of local winds around the world. Around क्या क्या है names. Okay, difference between now western ghats and eastern ghats. So western ghat and eastern ghats also covered in detail. Questions can be asked on these ghats also. Difference between western ghat and eastern ghat in detail is covered. Now the importance of western ghat, importance of eastern ghat, what are the vegetation types there, how we can protect these their conservation, everything is there. Now volcanism, volcano types again covered, like volcanic landforms like lacolith, lapolith, phacolith, extrusive volcanism, like that. Okay, and at the end there is a drainage system, again river system is in detail covered. In detail river system is again covered. Some points may be repeat, you can, whatever repeat point is there you can skip that point, but whatever value addition is there you can definitely include in your notes. Like all the rivers are there, Indus water treaty is there, Prayag are there. Okay, so I think this is very detailed river system, means in very detail I have given this drainage system. I already covered one lecture related to drainage system. Then lakes are there. Okay, lakes which are important, lakes around the world in the India, like that. Okay, so I think we are towards the end of the PDF. So ultimately I want to say again the western ghats and eastern ghats and everything is covered. So ultimately dams in India are also there, dams in India, Icelands in India. So ultimately within this in this 20 minutes lecture, just I want to show you guys that what are the important topics in the geography and what this PDF is providing you, and how this PDF will be sufficient for the geography syllabus. Anyway, I will cover all the points in this geography PDF, and all the other subject PDFs also I will give, such like 70 80 PDFs will be there. When I shared this 70 page PDF, many guys told that how you covered all the syllabus in 70 pages, but you can see how compact, only keywords are there, very compact typing, no unnecessary words are there, and font size is also small. Therefore within this 70 page PDF everything related to geography is there, and like this all the subject 70 80 pages will cover your entire syllabus of that particular subject. Okay, so please read this carefully multiple times, make your own notes out of this PDF so that you will get the multiple revisions. Okay, thank you so much, bye. And one by one I will share other PDFs also, and we will cover in lectures each point in this PDF. Like for example, whatever points I have not yet covered for geography, we will cover from this PDF. Okay, thank you so much.